Okay, I think I'm back.
Good job, Seth.
Okay,
That'd be why I felt different. Oh my. So Henry just murdered Bluebeard at the end of pit lane.
and 4. Okay, if I can connect back, that'd be great. Alright. So, welcome to race 2 at Watkins Glen. Before we get into it real quick, just gonna touch on Pensacola last week, and I'll touch on this again when we get to next week's Super Speedway race, just in terms of the in-game cautions that we have at the Super Speedways. I'm just going to clear this up right now. We had an issue with it last week. When we have a caution come out at the Super Speedways, just catch up to the pace car. We'll sort out who runs where afterwards, but at all times, just catch up to the pace car and line up in whatever order, and we'll fix it afterwards.
Mayonnaise Man disconnected from your channel.
We'll reiterate this in more detail when we get to next week. But anyway, for this race, we're running manual cautions, which means that the caution is going to get called out via an admin, not via the game. So if a spin takes place or something, keep racing, because if you don't hear someone calling a yellow, then we're still green and you'd give up positions that you wouldn't have to. I will say when the caution is out, both over the voice as well as in the in-game, in the chat, so that way you are able to know either one way or the other if you don't hear me via voice that the yellow flag is out. We do not have a self-spin count tonight, so if you spin out by yourself, we still remain green, and there is no counter to build towards a caution. The only way that a caution would come out would be in 3 different circumstances. First one would be if it's a multi-car wreck. That means if there's a wreck that's involving 2 or more race cars due to contact between 2 or more race cars. The only other 2 ways that a caution would come out that would involve a single car is if a single car flips over and is upside down, or if a car gets stuck in the tire barriers and cannot exit. We would throw the cautions in those cases. The cautions tonight are not race back to the line, they are frozen field. What that means is when the caution is called, whoever is the leader at the time carefully coasts and brings it down to the set pace speed. Everyone catches up to the leader at the time. They are technically the pace car and will take us around at the pace speed. Hopefully, depending on where the leader is at the time that we call the caution, we may be able to open the pits up that time by and be able to go back racing the following lap. So that's why we're doing the frozen fields, so that way we have a better opportunity to be able to have more green flag racing. I would definitely say keep an eye on each other's braking zones. Hopefully you're able to race around each other enough in practice that you're able to know where each other brake at. Some people brake a little bit earlier, some people brake a little bit later than others. Just be aware of the braking zones. Let's see.
Don't die in turn 1.
Yes. You know, turn 1, I know it's difficult, but we should be able to get through it if everybody's just is really careful when they enter in. Don't dive bomb that corner especially. If we end up having a wreck that would bring out a caution take place before the completion of lap 2, we have 1 restart at our disposal. Once we complete lap 2, race is official. Any cautions that we get would then just be us pacing under the yellow flag, or the theoretical yellow flag in this case. Pit road speed is 45 miles per hour, therefore the pacing speed is going to be 55 miles per hour. As I said, whoever's the leader at the time is the theoretical pace car, must maintain the 55 miles per hour at all times. There's no restart zone here, so we go green at the start finish line. Leader at the time. Is there a restart zone here?
Yeah.
Technically, yes, I think.
There is a restart line, yes, you can see it. It's right off of the final turn, you go down, it's like right, I think at the end.
Yes, it is 45. The road is 45.
Oh, there is a restart zone. Okay, alright, the version that I ran Monday didn't have one, so I thought this one didn't have one. Okay, so we will go in the restart zone. The leader is responsible for calling the green in the chat or over voice. Well, actually, I would prefer it in the chat because I think there's a couple people that aren't going to be in this room when we're racing. So type green, go, the letter G, whatever, when you're going. Make sure that you do not make any illegal passes before the start-finish line. An illegal pass would be if you pass a car to driver's right before the start-finish line. If you want to get out of people's way, you can move to driver's right and let people by on the left side. That would classify as a legal pass. If you get a black flag under green, we will not clear it. Get it under caution, we'll clear it, and you must go to the tail end of the field for an EOL. I would also say the only way that we might clear a black flag is if you are trying to get out of the way of the leaders and you go through the bus stop, through that area where the cones are. We would allow that and we would clear the black flag. The only way that we would allow that being cleared is because you're not advancing your position. But that's only in emergencies.
I think in that case, I think the game won't black flag you if you actually do come to a stop. I'm not sure though.
It may not.
Yeah, actually it might not. I don't know.
I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
By the way, please save all questions till the end. I might type now.
I would like this driving.
Yep. Okay. Yep. To answer Louvier's question about using the runoff on turn 1, you can use the runoffs. The runoffs are not out of bounds. But who is responsible for letting them back in? If you're using the runoff and you're going that far out, and there is a car that is legitimately on the track part, then the car that is out on the runoff is responsible for the safe merge back in. It's as if we were running a speedway that has an apron on the front straightaway, like Kentucky or Las Vegas. If you go down on that apron, you're responsible for going back up onto the racing surface in the merging, not the car that's actually legitimately on the track surface. So be aware of that. Yep, we also have a corner cutting rule in the bus stop, inner loop, chicane, whatever you want to call it. You are allowed to go onto the rumble strip, and you are allowed to have 2 left side tires down below that rumble strip if you do not advance a position. If you go down that low to make a pass on somebody in the bus stop, you will have to give that position back. If you don't give that position back, we would end up black flagging you. You'd have to come to pit road and serve a black flag under green. So be aware of that. We do have an off-track admin that is going to be looking for the course cutting in that area. So just be aware of that. If you're running by yourself, you can run that area all you want. But if you're battling for position and you pick up a position utilizing the cutting of the course through that section, then you would have to serve a penalty on that. Yep, already there. Yep. If you guys focus on the 17 over in the bus stop, this is basically the area we're looking at, the exit out of the bus stop, that area off to the right. A lot of people might cut through the grass there. You can run there only if you're not advancing a position. If you go through that area to advance a position, you have to give the spot back. That is not a legal inbounds area to make a pass. Point of no return in this race is 2 laps to go. Once we reach that, we are racing back to the checkered flag no matter what takes place. Any wrecks that take place in the span of that 2-lap time will be looked at, reviewed, and penalties, if necessary, will be given out. Strike rule: if you cause a wreck and you know you're at fault, please claim it, or else we'll end up giving the penalty to whoever we feel is at fault. First penalty is an EOL, start at the tail end of the field. Second penalty is a go to pit road for a lap and lose a lap, and then the third penalty is a park. Plows will also be taken into consideration as strike worthy. The only way that I would probably not give a strike is if a car spins out and then they start moving and you have nowhere to go, because that's happened at road courses before, but we'll assess all that when and if it happens. Other than that, any other questions? No, Henry, it's not a stage race. Just one quick thing too. Do we have a gentleman's rule in place? Okay, yeah, we're going to put the gentleman's rule in place here too. Gentleman's rule is basically if you get into the back of somebody, spin them out, and you know you're at fault, you have to stop, wait for them to get going, and give them the spot back. Okay, other than that, don't think there's any more questions.
Wait, let me give an update for my weather here. Should be passing. I don't even hear thunder, so I think I'm okay.
W1 Lhoit in your channel was banned from the server.
Oh dear. Kyle.
Alright, I think the only one that's streaming tonight is Tristan. Am I correct about that? Oh, and Jaden. Alright, so I will move you two guys down to the broadcast room here.
You were moved to ///broadcast room by Seth Cole Gaming. Number 25 Tristan Allen was moved to your channel.
Watching. Reviewers. Hello. No people in there. I'm going to be focusing on the race, so I will not be looking at the chat much. So, yeah.
Brother. I've got a good view of the
Oh, nice.
restart line there if you want me to get in today. Just like you did last week, just keep reminding me. 10-4.
I guess that'd be something. I stream it on my main channel, so people end up watching it. It's like I kind of don't pay attention in there. We don't have track. Just looking deeper track and then 12th and 3rd. Lyndon's actually not going to race, so we're actually going to be able to get some laps out on him. So I think we'll be between the 86 and the 98.
Coming to the green, buddy. Coming to the green. Let's go get him. Take the cars off. Be ready. Be ready. Green flag, green flag. Green, green, green.
Something is happening with OBS, so no, we all slotted in line. They're running pretty good for saying you don't like road courses. Yeah, you're gonna be in 7th right now. Holy shit. The 03 is off throttle hard there. Yeah, I did as well because I was worried about not hitting the car in front of me. I just need to get some clean air because it seems like the 03 is a little slower than the top, and I am gonna be applying some pressure to him. If he makes a mistake, I'm jumping out. Not gonna be able to make a move this time. Gonna keep riding in 5th for the moment.
1:19.542.
Fucking hell. 03 just fucked me out of a position. Still have to drive through that portion. It sucks because I can't. I want to make a move, but it's like I can't right now because it's like. Yeah, I'm in front of you because of the 80, because of the 03 slowing me up and the 84 getting around because of it. Oh, I have a huge run on Shane. Bins don't aren't for cautions. It's only big wrecks. Yeah, I'm the car in front, but it's like I can pass these guys. It's just I don't get the runs off in the corners that give good runs. Like the fun. Yeah, I'm the one in front. I'm back to the second train. At least you have no one to deal with on track. You're literally in your own little world right now. You have a 5-second gap back to the 17. That's a position I love whenever I'm racing on road courses, just being in my own little like position just so I can just focus on getting lap time out of the car. Oh yeah, Pit Strategy is the name of the game that I love playing. Oh my god, it's not turning! Turn! Holy... I just lost a ton of time there. Holy... I think we've got to change to the lead. Yep, Louviers to the front. I hate this setup. It's so tight. Oh my god, I don't like this. It feels tighter than practice. Especially at the top of the S's. The S's and in the carousel. Oh, leader just spun it. Louvier spun it. Holy, that's big implications for this race. Yeah, Louvier lost the lead. He's back in 6th now. There, that was a nice carousel. That was a nice carousel. That was nice. I'm getting a run. Hey, this is what real life racing never does on road courses. All top 5 are like under a few seconds. I just cannot get through the final turn. Can't take it too shallow. Got another battle for the lead. No, I just tried something in the S's and it did not work. I tried hitting the curb to like in the grass to make it turn to the left. It doesn't work. The top 5 are under a blanket right now. I'm at the tail end of my pack. I'm running a solid top 5 at the moment, as it is a 5-car battle for the lead right now. I'm in a pack. Like, this is a legit pack. We have 5 of us on top of each other.
1:19.014. Slow it, buddy. To your right side.
I don't know yet. The 3 just bounced off the outside wall. We got a lap car in front of us. We're lapping the first. Seth is not the greatest at road courses. He even says that. He's just like, yeah, there goes my points lead or anything. Like, he does not like road courses. I love him. I had to get a huge lockup to avoid Andrew, and yeah, get a pass them, but then also not wreck yourself. Um, I lost lead pack. I try something risky here. We're directly halfway through the race.
1 minute 18.387.
Pit speed is 45. People seem to be pitting this lap.
Your road speed 45. 3 miles a second. Watch your speed, watch your speed. 3 miles a second. 1 minute 28.918. Go, 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 dig, 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 go, 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 go! All the way to the last line. Your road speed 45. 3 miles a second. They've got him on the board, Ed. They're posting him. They got a too fast on pit road. It's gonna be a pass through. It's gonna be a pass through. Come on, this time pass through. Watch your pit road.
That means you have to serve it if you got a black under green.
Buddy. Get out there, go, go, go.
Yes, you are.
Leaders on pit road, buddy. Pit road speed 45. 3 miles a second. Watch your speed, watch your speed.
Should I try something sneaky here?
2 minutes, 2.392.
I'm thinking of some. It's just, the question is, do you think the tire, because I'm kind of thinking of just taking 2 tires. Okay, I'm gonna stretch the fuel run and then just pit for 2 tires or something.
There's a spin on the front stretch.
Fuck the 70. Fucking brakes like a half a mile in front of turn 1 and it caused me to lock up and blow my tire and I couldn't get back around the track. Yes, I cannot turn, and I cannot turn right because of the tire. The only thing I have for me that's lucky is that this was a road course, so pit stop, so getting towed isn't the worst case scenario. Especially when there's a caution. Just to make sure.
Left side. All clear. Left side. Still there. All clear. To go. Just keep hitting those marks. Trying to take care of it. 2 minutes 24.821. Left side. All clear.
I'm having to make my way up through the back now. I have to make my way from the back to the front now.
All clear.
I am fighting. Only issue is that it's a road course, so it's gonna be a lot harder to catch and pass people.
Left side. Still there. All clear. Left side. All clear. Left side. Left side.
I barely cut back below that, holy crap. Balls has been pretty fast today, so it's gonna be harder.
41.564.
I actually barely avoided that. Like, that happened right in front of me. Going for points recovery effort here. If some issues can happen between some front runners, that would be great for me.
One in the pit, turn 11.
Probably.
Be on your toes with these flappers.
3.
Right side. All clear. Right side. Still there. All clear. Right side. All clear.
Are you prepared to hold on to your dick and not let it go? We're about to have a 1-lap dash. It's gonna be the biggest fuckfest of all time. Because he's a lap down, I think.
Right side. You're all clear. Two to go at the line. Stay after. 2 minutes 6.227. Left side. All clear, buddy.
Oh, I thought you were talking about 27. Yeah, Deaver, I don't know what he's doing. He's behind you now.
Left side.
Yeah, in front of you.
All clear, buddy.
He's a lap down. 27 is a lap down. 31 behind you is on lead lap. 31 may want to spot back. Hold on to your butts and don't let it go because this is going to be the biggest blind fuck of all time.
Right side. You're all clear.
Put a bunch of number 1 victory royale.
Left side. All clear, buddy. Right side. You're all clear. Left side. Still there. All clear, buddy. Right side. You're all clear.
Yeah, and just put number one victory royale and a bunch of arrows everywhere, just like a fake like expression of like shock, just like your face just like mouth completely gaping open because you're so surprised, and it's like every YouTube clickbait thumbnail. 5 wide of walk is good! Exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point. Put it in. Oh, blue arc, go green. I don't think so.
Right side. Still there. One more time, buddy. One more time. Great. Move. Still there. 2 minutes 38.606.
Holy shit.
Still there. You're all clear. Right side. All clear. One in the fence in turn 1.
Now I'm fucked.
There's the spin on the back stretch. Awesome job, my friend. Awesome. Get a couple guys back to the truck to get a transmission out, the gear change box out, get all that stuff ready, get it set up in the garage. Keep smoking back there. 10-4. Bring it in and pit. Better than get black flag at this point.
What the hell happened to your car?
Your road speed 45. 3,000.
Number 25 Tristan Allen left your channel.
Good job today, guys. Good job. Drove your butt off, buddy. Good job.